Yo, today we are going to talk about why it's so important to have active listening skills in the world of business. I'm specifically talking about this because what I learned today is that without active listening skills in the world of business, you run into the likelihood of one, losing clients in translation, losing customers, losing potential jobs. I know it all sounds like kind of the same, but it's all different stuff. And you also lose out on actually executing your work the way it's supposed to be done. So the reason why I bring that up is because, one, I was interviewing a gentleman today for a very sought after high position. And what I realized is, although his responses were extremely polished and sounded well, and the story was there, he wasn't answering any of the questions that I was asking. Example, if I were to ask you, hey, what's your favorite dog? And then all of a sudden your response is, yeah, so back in the day I had pet chihuahuas and I had pet pit bulls, and I remember when I used to play fetch with them, et cetera, et cetera. Point being, I never got the answer of what's your favorite dog. And I think that's because he was so caught up in responding. I always say that active listening is like a tennis match. One person serves, the other person returns. It goes back and forth, but you have to be able to listen before you can actually communicate effectively. That was one thing that stuck out. So again, active listening is key. If you're in a job interview, make sure you're listening what people are actually asking you. If you're in a relationship with someone and your partner's trying to voice to you they need something out of you or they want to see something different, actually listen to what they're saying before you think about your actual response. The other thing that came up is I have someone that I work with that may potentially end up running to issues with their actual career because of this. They were asked to do steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 and completely did steps 5, 6, 7, 8. Point being, again, they didn't listen. They were too quick to respond and react. Where if you actually listen, then you can just reply and actually have a response to what the person is asking for. So what that looks like to leadership, and I have this conversation with upper management, is that when people aren't actively listening and doing things how they want, that doesn't only come off as unprofessional, but it comes off as a lack of experience and a lack of professional maturity. So again, y'all, active listening in the world of business. If you want that job, you better listen to what people are asking. If you want to keep that relationship, you better actually listen to what your woman is saying, listen to what your man is saying. And if you want to get this money, you better just listen, period. So I hope you were actively listening to this video and you subscribe to the channel, share it with somebody. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one, y'all. Thank you.